Hi, this is Destiny. My YouTube channel is Destiny Forever Walks. If this is the first time that you ever come upon my YouTube channel, you don't want to miss this video today. This video is going to help you guys out there. Anyone that has a social media site, YouTube channel, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, or there are so many of my people, I can't even name them. But you need to hear this. This is to help you to watch out for trolls. There are so many trolls today. They are actually out there trying to damage your reputation, destroy your communities that you have built, and run relationships with good people. So we have to be on the guard and on the alert for trolls. And I'm gonna give you some guidelines, some tips to help you to understand how to recognize these trolls and how to be able to deal with them and handle them, okay? And I do have my notes, and I've got to be talking from my notes today because I want to make sure that I'm going to give you all the information that is needed to help you. Hi again, this is Destiny, and welcome. And I want to say hi to all of my subscribers here on my YouTube channel. And I thank you guys for being such a great support to me. I thank you for always having my back, covering me, protecting me from different things that I may not see all the time that's going around me, but you are my eyes. And you help to protect me from things like trolls and intruders that comes on my channel. And you always help me to present my best self. And that is something I give you guys so much credit for. Thank you for covering me, helping me, okay? So today I want to give back some information because I want to help people as well. So I'm going to pass along some information. And guys, please take this serious. And let me get my notes and let's get started, my people. See my computer. I do have my notes, my people. Okay, so today, my people, I'm going to tell you how you can build a troll-free social media community. And that's what we out there striving, working so hard to build our communities, like I said, on different social media sites. And to have someone come in there with some harmful, bad things and to destroy your community, you need to know how to recognize these trolls. They are on the move so much these days. So listen to this information. And I'm going to be reading from the notes. And the topic, my people, how can you build a troll-free social media community? Believe it or not, it's possible to build a place online to share your ideas and to make connections without all the relentless negativity. And you know, there is. And you gotta believe that. Possibly, you probably, you know what I'm saying? You can't do this. But we have to know how to recognize things that is not working for us for our good. And people, we gotta know them. Like I said, there's a lot of trolls out there. And we have to be not in that place where we are negative and that we are agreeing with people that is negative, because that sometimes it will bring on people that is harmful, as I said, like these trolls, to be able to just shake your whole foundation and building of your community and crumble it all right there in front of your face. And you're going to spend so many months, maybe years, working to build your community. So believe it or not, my people, it is possible to build a place online to share your ideas and make connections without all the relentless negativity. Now I'm going to read this. Trolls have become infamous online. Now what that means is that they are very well known for some bad qualities and some very bad deeds. But a troll, what is a troll? A troll is someone who may try to start arguments by posting in off-topic messages on your online community. and there's like fishing, so they will throw something out there, but you got to recognize what you're reading, and you have to have that discernment, that feeling within. You got to go have that gut feeling. But they are put out that message on your channel or your community page or whatever, so they can start that conversation, and then they will feed on that, and they will keep sucking you, and then they will pull information from you that can hurt you or damage your channel or your community. Some of the people today, social networking sites were originally created as places for people to connect, to share their ideals, and to build a wholesome and healthy community with people with like minds. But, and also, like I said, this social networking has achieved that goal. And they achieved so much more. But my people, more is not always a good thing. Especially when you have these crazy people out there, they don't care about people. They don't care about other people's feelings or respect other people's privacy. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes more is not always a good thing. When we amass a large numbers of connections and followers in open forums, we unwittingly invite in trolls into the mix. And with relentless negativity, what these trolls do, they hijack and corrupt the conversations that is going on within your community. And what they do, they'll hijack and corrupt the conversations, and then they will make honest and vulnerable communications that may seem very risky. And like I said, this morning that got my attention because I had posted something, and immediately a female came to my page immediately. And it was kind of odd, a little strange, because she posted something commenting on something that I said, and it was bam, 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 right down the list. Like 4 times she commented on something, and that didn't make much sense. And it's things she was talking about connect to this, and we are friends. And I mean, it was some crazy things that didn't sound right. Now, I don't know whether she was a troll, but I didn't trust that. I immediately removed her from my page. And she could have been okay, but you just got to allow your gut intuition to be able to help you to be able to have the discernment. So my discernment was, hey, get rid of this person, because it was just like too accurate, too quick, too fast. And she was saying too many things, just like she was trying to suck me in and pull me over in her, saying we gonna be friends and we gonna connect. I'm always here. And I mean, crazy stuff. Boom, boom, boom. 4 or 5 different videos she pulled up within a matter of like maybe a minute or so, or possibly 2 minutes, and she already called herself commenting about these crazy remarks, very brief remarks that she made. That made me think that I need to help someone to be able to recognize these things as well. So my people, they will seek out your vulnerability, your communication on what you're saying, so they can send something in there to pull your communication out there in the forefront, so they can start chopping your character, your integrity, or what you're saying down, so it can look bad in front of your community members. And their communication can be very risky. So, has there ever been a time when expressing an opinion or you asking for help in a public forum, have you ever felt more intimidating? Because like I said this morning, I did. I felt so intimidated with this lady, and she just consumed me so quickly, so rapidly. I'm like, how can you be listening to my videos and hearing my videos? You cannot make a accurate, a concrete comment toward what you're saying. You just went down the feed every 2 seconds. She was bam, 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 saying something that I did not feel comfortable with, and was very intimidating. So, I'm going to ask the question again. Has there ever been a time when expressing an opinion or asking for help in a public forum that you have felt more intimidated, and you just was not comfortable with the conversation that someone was feeding you? So here I'm going to give you some tips. And these tips I guarantee you it will help you to recognize and spot when trolls come into your social media channels, on your communication page. These will help you. Pay close attention. These tips are very valuable. And if you just listen and take heed, it might be able to save your community of people that you have built, your information, your integrity, your character. I mean, these things can really help you. Okay, here are some tips. And the first tip is identify anchors. When you first start out your community, my guys, it's important to build your platform with a few people who are very, very much with the same energy, with the same passion, with the same desires as yours. These people, they have to have, I mean, go start with a few. I mean, you don't want to just jump out there with a whole bunch of people. But I'm saying it's important to build your platform with a few people who are every bit as passionate as you are. Because that way you can have time with a few people to be able to communicate, to learn more about them, to assess what they're really about and what their passions really are, to make sure that they are genuine and they are real. So identifying anchors begin with defining your own distinctive missions, your missions and your values. What do you stand for? And how will your group stand apart from similar communities? And that's why, my people, it's important to have your about page. This is on our social media. We have this about page. You need to have that about page filled out and in very precise detail about what your purpose are, what your mission are, why you're here on this social media channel, about your goals and passions and all that, and what kind of services that you do have to offer. And you must have that accurate detail filled out to what you will be promoting for your viewers. The more focused and the differentiated that you are, it will be the easier it will be to attract the kinds of anchors who will help you to grow your network and with the right people. And because they understand your mission and the need that you are fulfilling, then they will be more willing to be able to support you, more genuine with you, more open with you, so you can be able to get a more deeper and personal relationship with them as well, so you all can work in a community where you kind of like forming that bond, that trust with each other. So they will also, your anchors will help you to set the standards and ultimately help you manage your community. My people, trolls are always eager to hop on a bad behavior bandwagon. So your community must have a zero tolerance free plan or some kind of a guideline that you have from day one. You must have some kind of guidelines. Zero tolerance. You're not going to accept a bunch of stuff, or you're not accepting any of these things. You must have rules and guidelines, some kind of policy from day one that you start your community. And the second thing is set standards and moderate diligently. You set your standards. Now you're going to moderate diligently. The content that you and your anchors post will set the tone for your community. But you still have a written set of guidelines that your members or your subscribers can refer to. And you should have specific advice on what to post and what not to post and what evolves as new challenges do emerge. For example, let me say this. Don't allow political commentary or petitions on the group. And also don't tolerate shameless self-promotion, negativity comments about another member or even about the member's company or any obscene material. You do not tolerate that at all. Having your guidelines in a document that is accessible to all, it will give you something to refer to if members do cross the line in your community. But people, Just because everyone is aware of your guidelines doesn't mean that those guidelines will be respected 100% of the time. Even the people who you don't think that you, well, let me say it again, even the people who you think that you know the best will often make mistakes and post inappropriately. So you need to moderate your group as diligently as possible. So let a few nasty comments slide. Guess what? You just gave an invitation in for trouble. When you let a few nasty comments slide, and before you know it, my people, the trolls will come in out of the woodwork and they will start chopping away at your channel to destroy you and your community and the people that is within your community. And the third thing is curate your community. Curate your community. If you want a community where there is deep respect for all, then your members should feel that they are among of a select group of peers who have been carefully chosen, who have been carefully selected. Your top priority should be making sure that people you accept will make the group a better place. And one of the biggest traps the new community builders fall into is believing that their community should cater to all people. You don't have to cater to all people. All people ain't right people. Inevitably, though, this leads to the loudest voice of dominating the direction of the community. Instead, you must understand who you exist to serve. And then that's who you're going to pursue. And don't be afraid to reject a member or a subscriber, or to remove that member or subscriber who demonstrates a lack of respect of the community and the community values. And the fourth thing is invest in getting to know your community. Sometimes on social media sites, chatting with members and getting to know them personally is a very good thing. The process not only reassures us that your members or subscribers or who they say they are, it's not always who they are, but it will also help you to learn about what they need help with and how they might be of service to you and to other people within the community. By getting to know your members or your subscribers deeply, my people, and by being as helpful as possible, it can give you some backbone, some people that can be able to give you some better ideas on some things that you may not quite yet have grasped for yourself. But by getting to know your members deeply and by being as helpful as possible, as frequently as possible, what you do is you form strong connections that normally or naturally lead to positivity, positive respect, respectfulness, and respectful interactions within your forums, okay? And the fifth thing is to enforce your guidelines. Sometimes enough is enough. Like this morning, that lady just kept going back and forth sending me messages every 2 seconds or every 5 minutes or whatever. No, only 5 minutes, people. But it was enough. I just got rid of her. So, enforce your guidelines. Sometimes enough is enough. When you find an inappropriate post, save a copy of it by moving it to a staff-only section of your community or by taking a screenshot of it so that you'll have proof of the offending post. In your private forums, reach out to the member and explain why the post was deleted. And these messages are meant to be educational, not punitive. These messages were meant to be this or whatever your message was, and we were not speaking on this, and that was out of terms of what we were speaking on. Just be blunt and precise with what you are really discussing, what you're looking for them to be able to give feedback on in the same like manner, so that we can help the members to participate within your community in such a way where they can continue to move forward within the community. And 9 times out of 10, the members has made an honest mistake and you're forgiven. And although you're always looking for reoccurring patterns, because sometimes that will happen. And it's always good, my people, I said, to have a zero tolerance policy in place. Listen to this. Creating a troll-free online community is not effortless. It's not. It can be done. It just gotta take some discernment, some patience, some time, and like I said, you gotta make sure you're evaluating, or you got people that you can, helping you out to be able to recognize, to pinpoint conversations and people when they come in that that do not have the same like mind or spirit as you and as the people that you have within your communities. So it can be done. You can create a troll-free online community. And as I said, it is not effortless. But it is extraordinarily important if you want your members to feel safe enough to ask the kinds of vulnerable questions that will yield truly valuable professional and personal advice. And you want people to be able to open up to you in your community, comment, to answer questions that are feeling like that someone is going to grab their information and they're going to take it and twist it around and use it against your community, which will also damage them because they're the person that asked the question. My people, sadly, that's becoming less and less possible on or open social media platforms, sometimes to be open to answer questions or to give out information about yourself, where all these trolling is so now out of control that it's almost impossible to have a meaningful conversation anymore sometimes, because like I said, you got to guard yourself. You got to guard your community, your hard work, the times and the labors that you put in it to build that channel, that community, and with the people that they had trusted you, and you don't want to let them down as well. So my people, it's almost impossible to have a meaningful conversation anymore or to express a strong point of view about being attacked without being attacked, because there's always somebody probing around. These trolls ain't got nothing better to do but mess with other people instead of fixing their own daggone life. So when the standards for open disclosure seems to reach new lows every day, my people, it makes more sense than ever to rise above the noise and the negativity by creating your own purpose-focused community that unites the people around common pursuits and common passions, that you are working at the same like mind and things. So you help each other, okay? The emotion behind the conversations of trolls, it can be troublesome, very annoying, discomfort, and so dang on serious. And we don't want to give out information to them to be able to give them the advantage over us that will hurt us more than help us. So we gotta be cool and quiet and calm when we see things that we don't feel quite comfortable with, that we feel like this is not totally absolutely in the guidelines of your community. Then you got to recognize with discernment, hey, a troll is possibly in my room. A troll is possibly among my community of members. So the emotion behind the conversation of trolls, it can be very troublesome, very annoying, and can become a very serious thing. So how to respond, my people? You have to be very careful. I'm saying use that discernment. Let your conscience be your guide. That's that conscience. Let your conscience be your guide. And you let the creator of the universe lead and guide you in a plain path away from these enemies, these trolls. Because trolls are often looking for a rise out of you, and a response can sometimes play into their hands, and they can use all the information and the things that you and your community are posting or saying against you and your community to hurt you mostly and to damage you, but it will also hurt the people within your community as well, to damage your character and to damage your professional or whatever that you are promoting. So you gotta be very careful. It can really totally destroy your community. And most of the time, my people, trolls are best just left alone and ignored. So when you start trying to fight up and rise up against them, to speak up against them, to say harsh things back, you're only setting yourself up to be more hurt and to be more in the line of fire that they're going to come back at you to say something to damage you and hurt you and to destroy your community and your community of people. So that most of the time, trolls are best left ignored. You only respond, my people, only when it makes sense to respond. And you keep your head on right, keep your positivity flowing to a positive way, and you do not give into negativity. I hope that helped you. How can you build a troll-free social media community? Now, people, I'm going to see you in that next video. Whether it be on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or whatever social media channel that you are in, Destiny Forever Walks may just be there as well. Be careful. Watch the trolls. I love you and see you in the next video. Namaste, my people.